Academy Award nominee Richard E. Grant. Great to see you.
God, how do you follow those? I've been shitting a brick back there. Whoa.
Well, guess what? You were going to be fourth whether we went in alphabetical order or reverse alphabetical order, so you can't complain.
Okay.
All right, good.
So I'm a sandwich filler.
Richard, of everybody who is going through this kind of endless award season, and let me tell you guys, it is long.
I'm very happy.
You are having the most fun.
Yeah.
I mean, it's so... You guys need to follow this guy on Twitter if you don't already. He's like posting videos when he gets nominated, talking about the flat that he lived in when he first started acting. He's outside Barbra Streisand's house.
Yes.
You know, it's so great. What, for you with this whole experience so far, what has been the best or craziest moment of it all?
It really hit me yesterday because I was at the, and if it feels unreal to even say these words, I was at the Academy Nominees Luncheon. And Sam Elliott was there, and everybody was like, it was like Madame Tussauds come to life. And I'm a kid from Swaziland that had one cinema and 2 movies a week and no TV. So there was a guy called Chris O'Dowd, who is an Irish actor,
sure,
who was cast in brilliant actor. He was cast in my role when this movie, Can You Ever Forgive Me, was going to be done with another director and another actor playing the Melissa McCarthy role. And I thought but for the grace of, that movie fell apart, and that is how I then got the chance to do this. And if that hadn't happened, I wouldn't be sitting here. So, I know how arbitrary and lucky this business is when it happens to you, so I'm very, very grateful.
And you and Chris O'Dowd were both on Girls. How interesting.
We were. And he also had the grace. I don't know that I would have the compassion or kindness if somebody else said, I'm Oscar nominated for a part that yours went down. I think I'd probably take a machete and cut his feet off. But Chris being Chris went, oh no, you were brilliant in it. It's marvelous, great, darling.
I love that. That's class. I like that. So, as some people may or may not know, you and Melissa McCarthy met each other 3 days before you were supposed to film this movie. And anyone who has seen this film, the chemistry between them is just, it's electric. It's so much fun to watch you two.
Thank you.
When did you know, after meeting her, how long did it take for you to be like, oh, this is going to be great?
3.5 nanoseconds. Literally. We met on a Friday 2 years ago in New York in January, and we had 2 hours together to talk through the scenes in the movie, and I asked her if she was a method actress, and she said no, and I said, she said, are you a method actor? And I said no. So we started talking about wigs and teeth and costumes and where our characters lived and grew up and what their sex lives were, and then we're off and running. We started shooting on the Monday, and she's having my twins in August. I'm from Swaziland. It's polygamous.
Listen. One thing I didn't realize until very recently, I think maybe you said this on Graham Norton's show, I'm not sure. The character you played, Jack Hawk, is actually American. He was from Portland, Oregon, and you were prepared or thought that you would be playing this with an American accent, but then Mari Heller said, no, let's just have you use your accent. How far into the process of preparing a Portland, Oregon accent did you get?
Oh, I sent her an email immediately, and I said, am I doing an American accent? I'm assuming that I am. And she said, no, you're not. And the second thing I asked Chris O'Dowd, apart from saying, thank you so much for being so gracious about me playing his part, I said, were you going to play it Irish or American or Oregonian or Portlandian? And he said, no, he was going to play it British. So I thought, oh, well, okay, well.
Wow. Oh my God,
so that's how it happened.
So clearly you and Melissa, you're in this love fest. What would you like to do with her next, with this friendship? Well, that totally came out wrong. Whether in a project on screen in front of cameras, or what would be fun for you guys to do as friends?
I think they're telling me.
I know. What are your hopes and dreams of things that you guys can do together?
I've got a list here. Yeah. I don't know. I don't really know how to answer that. I can't. I don't know. I just love to work with her again. And she feels the same way at the moment towards me.
I mean, I think about all of the things that you've done. I mean, obviously with Nail and I, which is 30 years ago now.
Thank you.
Downton Abbey, Girls, Spice World. I mean, it's please.
Serious work.
What do people want to talk to you about when they happen to bump into you places?
Melissa McCarthy, and Melissa McCarthy. Yeah, really? That's what they want to know.
Wow.
And which of the Spice Girls was my favorite? And I said, well, of course I can't tell you because I'll have a platform boot up my arse. But I am replacing Posh Spice for the tour because she's not doing it, so I'm doing old Posh.
There's one moment before I let you go.
So I've just realized I look like a slightly humped, impaired person sitting here.
Really? Okay. No,
sorry.
It's good to me.
No offense. God, I don't want to cause offense. Sorry.
You can't say the wrong thing during the award season, please. People have learned that lesson the hard way.
I'm so sorry.
When I was watching the movie a second time, I was paying special attention to the scene where you and Melissa are walking down the street and you're both holding full Zabar's baguettes and just eating them.
Yeah.
Are you kind of at the point where you never want to see a French baguette ever again?
No, I'm a glutton. So any chance to be paid and to eat on screen, I went through of those tubes. No time at all. And Melissa said to me, have you got hollow legs? Where does it go? So, no, I was delighted to have that. And the other thing, you know what Thomasin so wisely said is that, just you react and to be as an actor. You try not to do the acting part. And you can't do anything else if your mouth is full of food. And it was such a great moment because my wife, even after 35 years, still says, can you please not talk with your mouth full of food? And she was talking with my mouth full of food. It was just bliss. I loved it.
Oh. Well, if you were delighted to eat a baguette, we were delighted to have you here. Richard E.
Thank you
Grant,
very
everybody,
much.
thank you so much. See you in a bit.